All right, so we are all done here. We got to use the valet for a little bit. And I walked him up to the second floor security check-in area, and he was on his way. Flight's on time. So he's got an hour and a half before his flight, so that's enough time to relax. Here's the exit. Should have brought my Sky Harbor badge. Would have took my picture, man. I guess it'll take a credit card, maybe. Ah, okay. I was trying to just scan it. There we go. I thought I could just use the touch option, but that's set now. Set the cut, no pass. It can't go past this one. Wow, that car just went right through. Unless they didn't have a reservation either. Right. Headed to the 143 and the 202 and the 651. That's a big 10-4. 10-4 over and down. Yeah, I brought me a sandwich today, and it's like a hoagie type sandwich. The missus made it for us the other night. I hope it's still good. As a couple of days ago, I think. Yeah, that guy said at the, well, you heard of the belly. So I'm glad it was convenient. And generally I will be leaving the house about now. A little before 5:30 I would hit the road, but I'm still on schedule. Provided there's no issues on, I'll go 44th Street North. It's so exciting when you're getting into a new town. Imagine how it would be, like, say if you had a nice luxury vehicle pick you up and take you to a nice 5-star hotel. You get to go visit the city. I think that would be fun. the other day when he arrived, there was a Navajo guy on the plane with him, and he was headed to Mesa. So he brought my dad all the way up over here on the SkyTrain, but we picked him up over here at the drop-off area. The guy was very helpful because it's a little bit confusing when you're getting off of the advanced air, because you're basically just hopping out. Ouch! You're hopping out on the tarmac, and you go through you just walk out of the tarmac through a side gate, and you follow the little sidewalk lines to an elevator, and then from the elevator you go up, and then you hop on that SkyTrain, and then the SkyTrain would drop you off at wherever you want to hop off at. But for him, he came all the way up here to where the SkyTrain drops you off. They usually have like share rides up here, but that's where we picked him up, because we were initially thinking we would pick him up at Terminal 3 pickup area, but he called and said he was up this way, so it's a little less stressful. I mean, if you think about it, and that's the one that I've always wanted to ride, is that SkyTrain. So now I have 2 cups of coffee, and I got a drink before they go cold. One of them I'll close up. That's the one I was drinking. I got him a cup of coffee, but he wasn't ready to have coffee. So we got a Lyft, and then we also have this the Lyft in front of us, but the Cadillac SUV that was probably a taxi-ish kind of thing, share ride. I don't know if I could do a share ride. It's at one time I can't remember where I flew in from. Maybe it was the last time I flew in from, I don't remember, but I just hopped off the plane and I went up to the cabs, because I didn't really, everybody was at work and school, and so, and it was like mid-morning, so I just hopped in a cab and started cruising home, and it just smelled like chon in there. I don't know what that person was up to, or they don't clean their cars or what, but that was pretty gross. Here's that real big apartment complex that stretches a whole block. I remember when I first moved down here and was looking for someplace to move outside of Mesa, I stumbled across this, what at the time was the largest apartment complex, I think, in North America. And it was up there on like Bell Road and 7th Street on the southwest corner. But I didn't end up going there. I ended up going up to like Bell and I don't know, maybe 7th Ave or something. But yeah, imagine if you owned this apartment complex and you had 90% vacancy with honorable, trustworthy tenants. Man, you'd be sitting pretty. There's a guy that I follow. He's Ken somebody, but he's a real estate developer, and I think he lives here in Phoenix. But he shows people how to basically run, I guess, develop residential properties from the ground up. So he does. The last project he was showing they were doing, they actually did one here in, I think, North Phoenix somewhere. It was an apartment complex. I can't remember how many units. It's pretty good size. And then the last one I think he was working on was in Tucson. I think that was like might have been a residential, or it could be apartments as well, multifamily. But he talks about how to get investors and how to do your planning and how long it takes to get someplace built from scratch. And then he also talks about how long it takes to recoup the initial investments, and when you can start to pay back your investors, when they'll have all of their money back, and then when you'll start getting profits. He also has a place in Sedona. He bought it during COVID. It was failing, kind of hotelish kind of thing, bed and breakfast. And that one, he said he revamped it and got it out of negative. And then basically it's running itself right now, and he put it into his family trust. So he's not going to ever sell it. It'll just go on to his heirs. And it's a nice, I forgot how many acres he said it is, but it's part of it's along the creek, and he has water rights, and it's a good investment. But I can't remember how much he paid for it, and then how many years, like maybe 3 to 4 years for it to start turning around and making some profit. But they added on, I think, an additional little house to house guests, and then they turned, I think, one of the houses that was originally owned by one of the owners, or lived in by one of the owners, into a multifamily kind of property. So I was thinking, I thought I brought more cash, but I didn't, because I tipped the valet person, and then I have $5 to get a sandwich. I'm kind of starting to like those McDonald's sandwiches again. It's a pretty nice sign on that trailer, huh? It grabs your attention. But yeah, I think right now my favorite is the sausage biscuit with egg, hash browns, and a drink. For a while I had to really lay off of McDonald's because of the carbs, and I probably should continue staying away. But sometimes it's just convenient. Just like the other day, all the street vendors were very few. I don't know what's going on, but they just sold out early. But the one that I like to get burritos from, she had just sold out and she was headed out, so I ended up going to McDonald's. But yeah, you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.